My name is Byron Rogers. I've taught chemistry at Lubbock Christian University for 32 years and music theory the last 5 years. I got an undergraduate degree from what was then Lubbock Christian College in chemistry in 1981. Then went to Texas A&M and got my PhD in physical chemistry there in 1986. I hired on to teach at Lubbock Christian in August of '86, about 2 weeks after I got my PhD, and I've been here ever since. When my two children got married and moved out, I had time and money, so I went back to school at Texas Tech and completed a master's in music and composition in 2014, and have been teaching music theory then for the last 4.5 years. A lot of people ask me how in the world a chemist ended up getting a degree in music, and I really answer them that I've always been a musician. I knew that I wanted to come to Lubbock Christian for a number of reasons, but one of the biggest reasons was to be in the chorus. My older sister was in the Meistersinger chorus, and I went to one of their concerts my junior year in high school, and I knew then that I had to go to Lubbock Christian and that I had to be in the Meistersingers because I simply had to be doing what they were doing. Over the years, I've written for Best Friends, for the choruses. Now that the band is back, I've written a couple of pieces for the band. I said for years that I was a chemist who did music. After I got my music degree, I began to tell people that I'm really a musician who teaches chemistry. I told that story in front of Susie and Dr. Ken Jones and his wife, Susie. And Susie asked me, "How do you know that?" And I said, well, it's pretty simple. I said, when I'm not thinking about anything, I'm thinking about music. There aren't a lot of composers out there who are as blessed as I am. And I get to teach chemistry as well. I still love teaching chemistry. I told my chair at the time that I was working on the graduate degree that going back to school made me a better teacher. Remembering again what it was like to be on that side of the desk gave me a better insight on the teacher's side of the desk. Because of my writing through Best Friends, I now have connections with high schools in Arkansas and in Alabama and in New Mexico. I've had my music performed by both church and college groups in Southern California, one college group in Georgia. When I think about my music having as broad of an impact as it has, it's only because he blessed me with that talent to start with. He's using the gifts that he gave me. The contemporary Christian artist Twyla Paris, who composed and sang a lot of her own music, has a great quote where she says, "God gives me a song, I give it to his people, and they return it to him in praise." That's how I really feel about my music. God has given me this talent. I use it to the best of my ability and give it to his children, and they offer it back to him. And if people are blessed by my music, then we praise God for the gifts that he gives us and for the grace that he extends to us. Because if I write good music, it's because God has given me talent and has put the Charles Coxes and the Wayne Hines and Philip Camp and Ryan Smith and J.J. Davenport and Craig Jones and all of these other excellent musicians in my life who encourage me to write and who allow me to write for their groups.